Hey guys, welcome back to my channel AG Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to create this Adidas logo reveal animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin but with the help of Adobe Illustrator and Adobe After Effects. Also, if you want to learn more about motion graphics and other stuff, then don't forget to check out my Udemy courses. Links are available in the description, and if you're new to this channel, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. So without wasting any much more time, let's get started. Okay, so here we are in Adobe After Effects. Let's create a new composition and we are going to call it as main animation. As always, width is 1920, height is 180, frame rate is 30 and duration is also 30-second long, and background color I'm going to choose white color and simply hit OK and hit OK. Then we'll go to choose grid and guide option and simply hit on title selection. Then I'm gonna go in my Illustrator and simply by hitting Control N, or you can go to the file and new options and create one document with height and width 1920 by 180 and RGB mode and create. I have already created this document, so I'm not gonna create that again. And I have this Adidas logo reveal, only PNG file. I'm simply going to go and import in Adobe Illustrator and I'll bring this over here. Now this is the PNG file that I want, and now I need to expand it and convert this into proper rasterized layer. So for that, go to the image trace option and simply click on it and hit OK like that. Then it will trace this image. Then simply click on this expand. So now we have this file in a vector form. So we will select this, we will right click and we will choose ungroup. So now each and every portion is separated. Simply select this white portion and hit delete. Similarly, those areas where white portion is visible, simply delete this. Similarly, if you see over here in R, we have this white portion as well as this white portion. So simply delete those portions. Okay, and if you go over here, as you guys can see, each and every section is properly on a different layer. So let's select this, hit Ctrl X, new layer, Ctrl Shift V, double click and let's call it as 1. Select this, hit Ctrl X, new layer, Ctrl Shift V, double click, let's call it as 2. Select this, hit Ctrl X, new layer, Ctrl Shift V, double click and let's call it as 3. Okay, so we have all of this on separated layer. Same procedure I'm gonna follow for all of this alphabet. I'll select this A, hit Ctrl X, new layer, Ctrl Shift V, double click and let's call it as A. Let's hide those layers. Similarly, select this, Ctrl X, double click D. Select this and this, hit Ctrl X, new layer, Ctrl Shift V, let's call it as I. Select this, hit Ctrl X, new layer, Ctrl Shift V, double click and let's call it as D. Select this, hit Ctrl X, new layer, Ctrl Shift V, double click, let's call it as A. Ctrl X, new layer, Ctrl Shift V, double click and let's call it as S, and this is going to be the R only. Okay, so our logo is ready, but the size of this one is too huge. So hit Ctrl A, press E, and by holding Alt Shift, I'm going to bring this size over here. Now this is our logo. Now we need to create some kind of mask for this. So for that, what you can do is that I don't need any mask for these layers, so I don't need to check it out now, so I'll hide them. Then I'll create a new layer and I need to create one stroke kind of structure for this alphabet. So let's lock all of this layer and try to create one strokes. So for that, I'm going to press pen tool. So press P for pen tool, and from here to here by holding shift, I'm going to create one path. Press V for selection tool. Let's select this fill and let's make this none, and for the stroke I'm going to choose red color over here and simply hit OK like that. Let's select this stroke and let's increase the size of the stroke width somewhere around like this. Okay, similarly after that, press L for ellipse tool, and by holding shift I'm going to create one ellipse. Press V and let's select this and let's try to bring this somewhere around over here. Then press E, hold Alt Shift and try to adjust the size properly. So as you guys can see, we got something like that. Then select this, select this too, and by holding Alt, I'm going to bring this over here. Hold Alt Shift properly to move it. Similarly, select this stroke and hit A to select this anchor point. By holding Shift, move this over here like that. Then I'm going to select this by holding Alt. I'm going to bring this over here like that. Let's increase the stroke weight little bit. Then I'm going to select this by holding Alt. I'm going to bring this over here. Then we have this A already, so by holding Alt, bring this over here. And now we need to create some portion for this S, so which is very simple. Simply press G, or let's say P, create one line over here, shift hold, one line over here, shift hold, one line over here, one line over here, one line over here, one line over here, shift hold, one line over here, and by holding shift, one line over here. Now hit A, select these two portions, and let's try to make it curve like that. Similarly, select this two portion, let's make this curve like this. Similarly, select these two portions and make it, select this many portions and make it curve like this. Okay, like that. Now I'm gonna go and select this much portion, and with the help of arrow keys I'll move it over here. Similarly, select these two portions and let's try to move this over here. Similarly, select these two portions and let's try to bring this over here. We will adjust it properly. Select this, this over here. Okay, now I'm going to select this portions and I'm going to increase the stroke width somewhere around like this unless it's going to cover the entire S. Okay, so now it's covering this S over here. Now we will simply go inside this. Okay, we will choose click to target, then we will go to this options and we will choose release two layers. Then select all of them and let's try to bring them at the top, and all of this are going to be our stroke layers, and we will hide those layers like that. So okay, so we have this as well as we have this portions. Okay, and let's save this file. So our file is ready to animate. So let's go to the After Effects, which we have already created one file. Simply press Ctrl I to bring this logo file. Go to the import as footage. I'm going to choose composition return layer sizes, and I'm going to simply hit import and simply bring this logo file over here. Now double click to open this, hit Ctrl K to open the project settings, and let's change the color of this one to white. Okay, now I'm going to select all of the stroke layers over here. Okay, and then I'm going to select all of these alphabetical layers, similarly holding this, and let's try to bring them at the top over here. Let's select this and let's hide all of this. Now these are my alphabetical layers, so I'm not going to change the color of this one, but this one, which are the stroke layers. First of all, right click, go to the create and shape from vector. So now we have these outlines, bring them at the top, and we will delete all of these layers, we don't need that. So now we have this outline layers. All we need to do over here, that we need to create animation for it. So now let's go to the add menu, go to the trim path, go to the trim path over here, and end value should be 0. Create one keyframe. I'm gonna go around 20 frame. Let's make this 100. Then go to the start, create one keyframe, go 10 frame forward, and let's make this 100. So now after that, select those keyframe and hit F9. Go to the graph editor, select this graph. First of all, right click and make sure that you are in edit speed graph. Select this graph by holding shift, move one handle over here and move one handle over here. So if you see, we will get something like that. Now I'm going to select this trim path. I'll hit Ctrl C, select all of these layers, and I'll hit Ctrl V. Okay, and hit U like that. I'm going to take a distance of 5 frame. I'll select this A, and I'll, with the help of open square bracket, I'll move this over here. Okay, let's focus on this A and this A only. Okay, this A and this A. After the certain time when this is going to cover, I need this A and this one should be over here like that. Okay, so I'm going to select these two layers. I'll press Ctrl Shift C and I'll call it as A, and let's hide this. Okay, hide this and lock this. Then we have one for this A and this A, which is this one. If you hit U, we have this trim path over here as well. Okay, and I'm going to select this A over here like that. And again, at this point, I want this A should start animate. So let's bring this over here. Select all of these two layers, press Ctrl Shift C. Let's call it as A. And this should be after this, like that. Okay, let's hide this. Okay. Also one thing, select this stroke layers and make sure that their color should be the black one. Okay. Even you can do that after, but just for now, let's make this black. Okay. after doing that. And let's hide this. Now the next layer we have this and this, which is going to be our, let's enable those layers. Okay, we have this, let's see, we have this as well as this. Okay, let's bring them down. Let's hide all of them. Okay, let's bring those over here. And at this point, I want this D should start animate. So let's bring this over here. Select this layers, press Ctrl Shift C, and let's call it as D. And this D should be after this A. Go inside this, select those strokes, and make sure that color is black. So if you see this now, we will get this kind of revealing animation. Okay, like that. So now after that, what we can do is that let's hide this. The next one is this eye, and let's see whether our stroke is this. Yeah. At this point, select this eye, move this over here, select this, change the color, stroke color to black, select this two, press Ctrl Shift C, let's call it as eye, and let's lock this layer. Same procedure for this D as over here, and this, select this, bring this over here, this D should be over here, select this two, let's make the color black, press Ctrl Shift C, and let's call it as T. Okay, like that. Double click to open this, select this two, and make sure that color is black. Okay, yeah. Okay, this I should be over here, this D should be over here, this A should be over here, and now the only thing remaining is this S. So bring this over here. Okay, let's bring this S over here, select this and change the color of this one to this one, like that. Now for this S, what we need to do is that we will select this first, then we will go to the content as well, go to the group one, go to the stroke, and we will create one keyframe on stroke width and create one keyframe and hit U, and at somewhere around at this point I am going to create another keyframe, and initially I want the stroke width should be 20, like that. And at it goes end, somewhere around at this point the stroke should be 20 again. Okay, like that. And select those keyframe and hit F9, like that. Okay, and select this two and press Ctrl Shift C, and let's call it as S. And this are this is going to be like that only. Press S, create one keyframe, go to 1 second, create another keyframe, go to the start, let's make this value 0, select those keyframe, hit F9, like that. Go to the graph editor, select this and move this handle over here. So now if I enable all of them, we are gonna get this kind of revealing animation. Now I want one by one, so I'm gonna bring this one by one. So if we see this now, we are gonna get this kind of revealing animation. Okay, let's select all of them, press Ctrl Shift C, we will call it as text reveal. Okay, like that. Now we need to create some backgrounds over here. So for that I'm going to go select my ellipse tool, and I'm going to delete the stroke. I don't need the stroke. And fill, I'm going to choose white color, and by holding shift I'm going to create one ellipse. Select this, press Ctrl Alt Home, go to the add menu and choose repeater, go to the repeater, go to the transform repeater 1, and let's change this position over here, increase the number of copies like that. Select this repeater, hit Ctrl D, go to the repeater 2, transform repeater 2, position 0, and let's increase this value at the over here as well. Now this is going to be the shape. Now let's bring this over here. Now select this text reveal and hit Ctrl D. Select this shape, press F4 and choose alpha mask. Select this text reveal, and we are going to take a distance of 10 frames like that. So we are gonna get something like this. Okay, we are gonna get this kind of reveal. Now along with that, I'm going to select my pen tool. From here to here I'm going to create one stroke and choose black color. Go to the add menu and we are going to choose trim path. Go to the trim path, not trim path, but let's add repeater again. Go to the repeater, go to the transform repeater, and let's bring this portion over here, increase the number of copies. Again, press Ctrl Y to create one solid background and bring this to. I'm going to select this two, press Ctrl Shift C and let's call it as lines. Okay, like that, and bring this over here. Zoom in, go to around 5 frames or let's say 10 frame, move this over here and choose alpha mask. So we are getting something like that. Go to 20 frame. I am going to select this text reveal. I'll hit Ctrl D, bring this over here. Let's unhide it. Okay, like that. So if you see this now, we are gonna get this kind of reveal. Now this is the text reveal. Now same kind of reveal I need for this one as well. So for that, what we can do, I'm going to first of all select this, hit Ctrl D, press F4, choose alpha mask. Similarly, select this, hit Ctrl D, select this second one, choose alpha mask, select this, hit Ctrl D, select this and choose alpha mask. Okay, now this is the text reveal. So press Ctrl Shift C and we are going to call it as text animation. Okay, like that. Press F4 and enable all of these layers. Okay, let's hide this text animation for now. Now for this one, I'm going to select this 1, 2 and 3 and press P for position, create one keyframe, go to around 1 second, create another keyframe, go to the start, and now let's try to animate. Select this one, press V and let's bring this totally like that. Okay, or simply what you can do, if you want proper animation, simply hit Ctrl R and bring one ruler over here like this. Okay, and now all you need to do is simply bring or another the ruler over here like that. Now all you need to do, simply bring this portion over here like that. Okay, so now if you see, we are gonna get this kind of reveal. Okay, like that. Same, select this and this time change this ruler position over here. Okay, same this and move this over here like that. Similarly, move this over here, select this 3 and let's try to bring this over here. Okay, and let's make this fit. Select those keyframe, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph, shift hold, move this handle over here, take a distance of 10 frames, select this 2, move this over here. Okay, we will get this kind of reveal. Let's select this, press Ctrl Shift C, let's call it as animation, and just like our text animation reveal, first we will get this shape layer, which is this one. Hit Ctrl C, go over here, hit Ctrl V, try to bring this over here like that. Let's hide this. So if you see, we are getting this kind of stuff. So okay, similarly we have created this line comb, bring this over here, select this animation, hit Ctrl D, bring this over here, press F4 and choose alpha mask. Okay, like that. And again, just like our previous one, we will take a distance of 5 frames like that. And at 10 frames, I'm going to select this animation, hit Ctrl D, move this over here and bring this over here like that. So first we'll get this and then we will get this. Okay, now we will try to do this over here. So if you see this now, first we will get this animation. Let's try to bring this properly at the center like that. Then press P for position, create one keyframe, press S for scaling, create another keyframe and hit U. Zoom in, let's go somewhere around over here and let's try to bring this over here like that and bring this over here like that. Let's make this 65 like this. Okay, select those keyframe, hit F9 like this over here. Okay, then press Ctrl Y to create one solid background and bring this over here like that. If you see, we'll get something like that. Okay, after that right click new and create one adjustment layer, then go to the effect and presets panel and search for tint effect and simply double click to apply and swap this color. After that right click or simply create one ellipse tool and let's delete this stroke and simply create one ellipse, press Ctrl Alt Home, go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically, select this adjustment layer, press F4 and choose alpha mask. Okay, now select this shape layer, press S and let's increase the size of this. First create one keyframe. At this point let's make this value 0. Select those keyframe and hit F9. So if you see, we are gonna get something like that. Now select those keyframe, go to the graph editor, select this graph, shift hold, move one handle over here and move one handle over here. So first we will get this animation and then we will get this animation. Okay, like that. Or instead of this, if you want, you can simply go over here, select this and hit F9 again. You can select this portion by holding shift. You can bring this handle over here. Similarly, you can bring this handle over here like that. Okay, let's select this and let's try to bring this over here. So first we'll get this and then this. After that, I'm going to select the shape layer. I'll hit Ctrl D, hit U, and let's delete those layers and bring this over here like that. And this time I'm going to delete this fill. I don't need that. And I'm going to choose black color for the stroke. Create one keyframe at scale. Then in search option, you can type stroke, create another keyframe, select this and hit U. Go to around somewhere over here and increase the size of this. And let's make this stroke width 0. Go to the start and let's make this stroke width 25. So we will get something like that. Then select those keyframe, hit F9, go to the graph, select this graph, shift hold, move this handle over here and move this handle over here. So we will get something like this. Okay, so first we will get this and then we'll get this. If you want, then you can bring this somewhere around over here as well. Okay, like this, and bring this backwards. Okay, and at somewhere around at this point, let's go over here, select this text reveal and let's bring this portion over here like that. You'll get this animation over here. Okay, and if you want, you can select this logo layer. You can try to bring this somewhere at the middle like that. So okay, you can also try to bring this over here as well. Okay, you can adjust the time of that animation according to your needs. If you want to animate a little bit earlier, you can do that as well. Okay, like this. Okay, then if you want, then you can right click new and create one null object, select all of them. Okay, except this adjustment layers, select this logo only. For example, make it apparent with this null, select this, create one keyframe at start. Let's make this animation run like that, and up to 6 seconds I'm going to make this value 90 and I'm going to make this n. Okay, so first we'll get this animation and then we'll get this animation. Okay, then if you want a little bit amount of motion blur in animation, simply right click new and create one adjustment layer. Go to the effect and presets panel and search for motion blur, or you will get this pixel motion blur. Simply double click to apply. So what will happen, it will add a little bit of motion blur in your animation, and because of that your animation will get a little bit smoother. Okay, so this is how you can create this kind of logo reveal animation in the help of After Effects and with the help of Adobe Illustrator.